Just munching on a gherkin mid-pod.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Deep Drop. This is a fishing podcast with me, Luke McCredden, and this guy over here, Adam Ring. Adam, good to see you, pal. And as we crack in to 2026, you started with a bang. What can you bring for us today when it comes to explaining what the Deep Drop is all about?
I'm kind of drawing a little bit of a blank.
It was
2026.
It's gone downhill early.
But no. I think I got one. The team. Fuck. Edit that out, can you?
Nah, will not.
Fuck. The Deep Drop is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, nice.
Now, bear in mind, at its core, at its roots, we're a fishing podcast.
Yeah.
But if you want to tune in and listen to us talk to gain some information to make you a better fisher, I think we've got some. Now, you might have to decipher what we're saying to find it, but I feel as though even the silly stuff we say and talk about has some real fishing knowledge in there that you can write down and apply, or even a thought process that'll make you a better fisher.
Yeah.
But on the same token, if you want to listen, you want to mindlessly listen to just some crazy fishing talk purely as entertainment, we've got you covered as well.
We've got you covered for that. So we'll talk about designing boat ramps and all sorts of weird and wacky things, but there'll be some nuggets. There'll be some gold nuggets, ads. We can guarantee that.
I think there might be some more nuggets than we even think we're throwing out there.
Mm. And not
because even something silly like talking about fishing being a stadium event.
Yeah.
Stop and think about it. I bet you convince yourself that it could be a thing too.
Yeah. It could, well, you should convince yourself because it absolutely could be a thing. Yeah. Well, there you go. Thank you. That's good. That's not bad. You redeemed yourself. I was a bit worried there for a few seconds, but you got there.
I was worried. I proper drew a blank.
What a start.
But you edited that out, so it's fine.
No, well, did I? Don't know. We'll see. It's good to be back for 2026. We had a little break, then we've come back, and we are pumped. We're up and about. Massive shout out to everyone on socials and that have reached out over the course of this week. Huge shout out to anyone who's just jumped on. I know there's a lot of new listeners that have sort of just come on board for 2026 ads, and we welcome you with arms wide open. Good song.
Great song.
Controversial.
Great song.
Well, not controversial, but not as controversial as if you're a fan of Nickelback. But Creed were rock solid.
100% they were.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a conversation. Sorry, you nearly got me started early.
Should we do top 6 Creed songs? Anyway, that's another time. That's not tonight. Welcome everyone. If you've just jumped on, this is the sort of probably the sort of thing that you're going to be getting for the next hour and a half.
That's right.
For everyone else,
we start talking about Creed.
Yeah. What was the album?
Sorry,
no,
continue.
And for people that have been on board, whether it be 10, 20, 60, 160 episodes, love your work. Keep it going. We appreciate the support in any way, shape or form. We have a lot of fun, and this is what we do, ads. We live and breathe the fishing industry, recreational fishing industry here in Australia. And it's pretty cool then to be able to switch off of a night, crack a frothy like we've both done tonight. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
And break it down and have a bit of fun with it, really. This is what this is all about. We have a bit of fun. So we've been around the traps a little bit, ads. So we've seen a thing or two, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. And one thing you're not going to get on this podcast, you're not going to get us trying to tell you how you do stuff.
No,
you work
it out.
Yeah. If you want some advice on, platypus swim baits, we can give you that.
The best boat ramp build ever. That's where you'll get it.
But for the most part, you do you and share what you do with us because we learn plenty.
Well, we're trying to learn still.
Yeah. We're always trying to learn.
Constantly
You can't clock it. You can't clock it is what we say.
No. Yeah.
We've got a few mottos here. Why not?
Why
is
not?
one of them. Why not?
Yeah.
And if you're wondering what that means, when you think about something while you're fishing, or should I try that? Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. And and just give it a crack. That's what we're about. Have a crack,
Yeah.
have fun, and enjoy what is the greatest sport, hobby, pastime ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's goated.
Name one that's better. You can't. I'll wait.
I'll wait.
I'm done waiting. If you want to follow along the socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, is that it? That's about it. And Spotify, of course. And you might be going, what are you talking about? Spotify is not a social media platform. Well, it's pretty bloody close, Adam, because you can...
It is.
You can listen to an episode and comment on that episode all on the Spotify app. That's pretty...
I could make an
It's
argument
interactive.
it's better than social media because it's got all your favourite tunes on there.
True, the deep drop
You
fishing
program
tune playlist.
all of your favourite tunes and artists and podcasts.
Yeah.
And then if you're listening and something springs to mind, like, oh, what about
Creed.
this?
Yeah.
Or why not? Or you guys are wrong.
Yeah,
Do it on Spotify.
yeah.
You don't
What do
even
you
have to get out of the app.
No, you can do it all there, which is pretty cool. If you're not subscribed or you're not following on Spotify or any of the podcast players, please do that. That makes us feel good. And of course, share it around with your friends. We're building this bad boy. We're ramping things
having a
up. So just hit share. And that's the other thing. While you're on Spotify, if you hit the share button, you can send it to all your social pages as well, which is pretty sweet. The deepdrop.au, Adam, is the website that we have, which basically houses all the craziness that we do. Episodes, monthly resolution lists, which is not
TBA.
far away.
Yep.
2026 monthly resos kicks off soon. Anyway, let's see. I saw you get all weird. Then let's not get. Let's. I saw you just sort of went back into your shell and you went.
I did. I'm
know.
traumatized from last year's.
We've got a couple of weeks. You're fine.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
good. You're
Okay,
good.
we're good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about us.
Well,
And
I want you to remind the community that haven't kept up to date so far this year, Luke.
yeah,
You spoke just before about we're ramping things up. Now, we began the ramp early in 2026, and we had a very special guest on last week.
yeah,
So special that I have since listened to the episode twice afterwards because so much information, critical information for any budding content creator, not just in fishing, but anything.
yeah. True.
Any budding content creator that wants info on how, why, what, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
had one of the most influential creators in the fishing space on
Yeah.
last week, Luke. Who,
We did.
Who graced us with their presence.
Well, Briggsy joined us, and if any consumer of video content on YouTube would be aware of Briggsy, no doubt. Very successful in his own right in the fishing space, like he said. Arguably one of the top performers in that space, and an incredible mind when it comes to the actual creation and production process.
Fascinating.
Which blew us away. I think we didn't even realise how deep he thought about this sort of stuff, which was pretty cool. So please go check that out. Episode 163 is the Briggsy episode on all of your podcast players, YouTube Music. We heard from a few, not surprisingly, we heard from quite a few people who are avid Briggsy followers on YouTube, and they actually listen to the podcast on YouTube Music or whatever, and just play it on YouTube. So there's another avenue and a place to find the podcast. So check that out. It was an absolute ripper. We've started with a bang, as you said, Ads, and there is plenty more to come, let me tell you.
We might have peaked too early.
Maybe. No. There's
No.
heaps.
We're just getting started. The ramp has only just begun.
The ramp is just being built. It's the first sort of step into, or indication as to what we got coming up this year, which is pretty bloody exciting.
That's awesome.
Hey, mate, I spoke to you during the week. This is a bit of an insight into just what you and I do sometimes, which is talk about fishing in our private chat conversations. Wow. That is all we fucking talk about, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But it led me to a thought. But let me remind you of the conversation we had. I rang you because I just wanted your thoughts on teasers. Mm-hmm. So people, and in particular the exciter birds that Williamson do. I know that was a product line that you dealt with on a daily basis. So I just wanted a bit of info about it. Anyway, so they're like the flasher bird, the timber sort of flappy bird, basically. And I was just thinking all things sort of teasers and during the week, and I was thinking about, there's dredge bars with strip teasers, and there's teasers that you run on downriggers that are, imitate bait balls and all sorts of shit, really. And then I was thinking, realistically, the only thing we use teasers for are tuna, marlin, and please jump in, Adam, if I'm missing something here, but maybe, and rarely kingfish. And I know a lot of people go, no, I use them for kingies. And yeah, but it's not widely probably.
Yeah, it's not spoken about.
Yeah. And then I thought, okay, so realistically, it's a pelagic application, and it's billfish and probably tuna for the most part.
Yeah.
Ads, it got me thinking, why don't we use teasers for anything other than pelagics?
Well, when you asked me that question, we both very quickly went silent for 15 seconds and at the same time said, save it for the pod.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Because
this is a conversation for the pod.
It's
for the community, because I need the community buy-in here.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it made me think instantly, well, what else, realistically, could you use a teaser for, and how would that look?
Yeah, because this is where I was going. It's like, I want to know, and we don't have to answer this tonight, has anyone thought about this sort of thing? Like, is it something that's been thought about, trialled, worked, didn't work, whatever? But ultimately, I don't know. And it might seem absolutely ridiculous, but I want to break down with you tonight maybe some scenarios on where it could be viable and what sort of teasers could be used. I've got a few in my head if you want me to dive into them, or if you want to jump into some.
Because I've got a couple of half-baked ideas, which I'll definitely bring to the table. Because I'm going down the thought process of, no, this isn't just a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's something correct that we could actually do here.
Yeah. Now, if you're listening to this, and I know we're going to hear from some of our regulars that just quite often tell us that we're crazy, but also the same community members will also jump in and go, actually, you know what?
Yeah, what about...
So this is perfect in one of those. So I just want you to, if you're listening and it just sounds complete rubbish, just stop for a moment. You can even pause it if you want and just think, because here's one. And I've got a few, but I want to spitball it. I want this to be about, breaking it down a bit. We know that there are a lot of fish that are predatory fish. Now, whether they're freshwater, estuary, inshore, offshore, you could argue most fish are predatory in some way, shape or form, but there's some that will actively feed and chase down schools of fish and really ball them up.
Yeah.
One that came to mind was mulloway.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a world? And now, keeping in mind to have a teaser, the teasers that we know are typically trolled. We should touch on that too. So what we're talking about is trolling lures for marlin, tuna, or live baits or whatever, and trolling dredge bars and strip teasers and excited birds and that sort of thing. There is a fishery that where you do troll and catch dewies, trolling hard bodies and things like that, diving hard bodies and that sort of thing. So if we're just talking about that, I think that could be a thing, potentially. Another one, the crater lakes for trout.
Mm-hmm.
Put strip teasers on downrigger bombs.
Ooh.
So again, a trolling application. You think about
taking the blue water approach and directly translating it.
So this is where I want to start, taking the blue water approach, because I think then there's a very different angle, which we'll get into in a minute. Taking the blue water approach, trolling for trout, strip teaser out the back, on a downrigger bomb, in line with where your lure is going to be sitting, or in that depth.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Are you? You with me? You sort of.
Can we make strip teasers a little bit more fun?
Yes, please.
Because they don't have to be. They're not supposed to be realistic.
No. They could be.
You know what I mean? Like the strips have got fish, like holographic.
Yeah.
fish things on.
Do you reckon that actually matters, the fish shape? Because
No.
I don't.
Well, do you know where you mentioned birds and we were talking about birds, and essentially they're basically they're blue, they're orange, or they're pink, just painted. What do you reckon if there was a range of birds, but painted in the format of Angry Birds characters?
Yeah, sure.
Do you reckon there would become a character that attracts more fish than others?
Oh, but potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
if you had one painted, like if you just had one painted red with the white belly, or
big black
there was
one.
There was that black one that was like a bomb. So make the bird fat.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That'd be
that's
pretty
what I
fun.
mean. Even we like thinking about a strip teaser and the shape of the thing, and obviously it's more of the flash. The shape could be anything.
Yeah, the shape doesn't matter.
We've referred to our favourite Instagram page, Cock and Balls Australia, before on the show.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah. As soon as I saw you smile, I'm like, I know where he's going to go with this. Not what I was thinking, but you know what? Would probably
Still the same thing.
sell.
Ads. Why are we not, for those people that troll for this particular species, why are we not dragging teasers around for Barra?
That's a great one, because the water is typically dirty. We're talking salt water, runoff Barra,
Runoff Barra.
which are generally the ones that are trolled for.
Trolling up the middle of the river.
And
maybe that's the answer. Maybe it's so fucking brown, that water, that it just doesn't work. But I don't know.
You're still using like things like gold flashy teaser?
Gold flashy teaser.
Because they're all silver.
Fuck. Write that down.
Write that down.
On your new studio desk.
So
by the way, Adam's got a
flash
new
teaser.
studio set up. Doesn't drop pens anymore.
Doesn't wobble when I write shit down. I might start
that down.
writing shit. I will drop a pen from time to time.
That's your brand.
But that's okay.
Gold flashy teasers for Barra. Like, I'm being serious. But
no, so am I.
is anyone doing it? And if they are, let us, I want to know. And if you've done it and you go, makes no difference, I'll go, yep, sweet, cool.
Cool, fine.
Cod. Why aren't we trying? Kate Norman caught a fucking big cod on a bloody X-Wrap off the back of a chat we had. Like, she's using blue water lures. Might as well chuck a teaser out the back.
Well, we might need to manipulate it a little bit.
Yeah.
As in, a cod. Would you say cod are particularly attracted to things that flash?
No, and I don't know. Probably not. It's probably more. You probably say natural looking.
So instead of a dredge bar with strip teasers, what if we had a dredge bar which off every arm was 3 plastic swim baits?
Yep, and that's it. That's all it needs to be. Because I would also argue,
and not the big like, pre-weighted, pre-rigged. No. Just an old school one that you'd rig on a jig head.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
And they don't have hooks in them.
No. Actually, imitating a school of bait
trout,
fish,
reddies, whatever. And the other thing is, and I don't genuinely just asking, I don't know whether cod even necessarily react or are that fussed about a big school of fish either. It's kind of the singular big trout that the big, or a big reddy or a fucking something that a big cod will just come out and wallop. You know what I mean? But having said that, they'd have to turn their head if they saw a school of trout swimming.
Yeah, I was going to say, get creative.
Yeah.
If we need to prey on their predatory instincts. So not necessarily, they might not be interested with 16 5-inch plastic swim baits. But they might be interested with a big dark coloured 10-inch swim bait following that school.
Yes.
And then you've got your lure directly behind it.
Yeah.
So you're creating this scene
type scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, you're creating this scene.
Yeah. This ain't a scene, it's a goddamn arms race. I'm just throwing in quotes from songs from the 90s, All Night Tonight. Early 2000s probably. So there's one. That's not bad. Like that's
not
legit.
That could be viable.
The Barra and the cod thing.
I love the gold strip teaser for Barra. That has to be a thing, doesn't it?
Let's just make them bombers, like the actual shape and size of a bomber. If we're going down that path, let's do it.
So then would you make every single one of them with the bib or...
No, I don't mean the actual lure. I'm just saying the picture of the lure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like a traditional...
So strip teaser, but just...
If you were to put a bib on the front of a downrigger bomb...
Yeah.
Would it make the whole lot... Would it make all the arms, like, wiggle more?
It's a good... I don't know.
Though making an 8-ounce bit of lead swim might be difficult.
Yeah. Don't know. Yeah. So I think there's something in all of that. Have you got any others on the... And I just want to keep on the theme at the moment of the blue water style because I've got another angle. I'm going to take this in a minute.
Yeah, so have I.
Okay. Because I think trolling... anything you can troll for, basically, I feel like there's got to be some...
Yeah.
Something... Do you know what I mean? Something where you can throw it out the back as a teaser. But where I'm going to next is completely different. This is completely different. And I want to start with snapper, right?
Okay.
Chucking plackies around, even soaking baits, don't care, whatever it is. You're on the drift or at anchor, don't care. Take a strip teaser style of thing. Or no, maybe that's not. Maybe it's a daisy chain style of thing where it's like a soft body, you know what I mean? Like there might be a dozen soft body. And let's use squid. But they're all slightly weighted. And you can effectively teabag it over the side. And it's, rather than trolling it out the back, it's actually following you along straight down from the boat, bobbing up and down like a school of squid. Ooh. You can set that bad boy, maybe it's with a downrigger, to the depth that you need. So if you want it sort of a couple of metres off the bottom or you want it hard near the bottom, whatever. And all of a sudden you've created basically a bait school of squid.
So would you go a single line, or are you talking dropping them on a bloody, like on a dredge bar?
No,
so there's like
I think it's a dredge bar. I think it's a dredge bar situation. There might be a dozen. There might be 6 or 7. I don't know what the number is, but when you think about it, that has to get a snapper juiced up, doesn't it?
It has to.
It's basically a bait ball that they don't even have to work for. They've just appeared.
Well, where I went was, how do you get the species that aren't necessarily pelagic?
That's what I'm saying. This is like this. I think, yeah. So it's like vertical. It's a vertical. It's a vertical teaser.
Vertical teaser. Don't hate it.
Because all of a sudden that opens up to, again, maybe you do that for dewies and stuff as well. You have almost like how like you drift out a sea anchor.
Yeah,
you can almost like drift out but it's a teaser. So if it's something like that, if you even in an estuary environment for flatties, like imagine drifting out on your drift or under electric, you drift out a little strippy.
So where we live in Victoria, Port Phillip Bay would probably be 1A and 1B with Western Port on the whole snapper fishery. If you were to put a teaser out going slow, drifting for any sort of teaser, whether it's a flashing teaser, how many extra kingies do you reckon to be caught a year?
This is a great thing. This is a great discussion. We know.
Well, we know they're in the bay. They get caught as bycatch or they get targeted.
But we know they are a bigger sucker as any species for a teaser, a kingy.
Yeah.
They're I don't want to say it because we love them, but they're borderline a bit dumb. Borderline.
They're just...
I don't want to... that's not a nice thing to say about someone, but they
love the flashing lights. Mesmerized.
Yeah,
Easily mesmerized.
Are they the moth of the ocean?
Oh, that's a great way to put it. That's a cracker.
Hey, for all the kingfish out there listening, I'm most respectful way I mean that.
Respectful.
Yeah, we love you.
We
love you.
Yeah.
Don't be offended by that. But
so those teasers need to be
100.
They need to be shaped like flames, like moths to flames.
But kingies, like absolute inshore species, kingies, snapper, like Oh, I don't know, man. Like,
so do you reckon? What about this one? What if you put out a weighted line so weight at the front, weight at the back. And then you've got a line that comes up and connects to the boat. Now, it sounds a lot like a long line. It's not. Hear me out. If you were on, say you were on the Whiting Grounds, you're up your way, Luke. We know worms fish insanely well.
Yeah.
If you were to drift with a weighted line with, say, half a dozen like Ned rig worms, like where floating worms.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that would attract anything?
It would 100%. It's starting to sound illegal, but it's not. What you say,
There's
not.
no
They're
hooks
not rigged.
There's no hooks in it. No.
I reckon you'd get a lot eaten by toadies and stuff, but you'd turn a few fish on. I think. The other one I was thinking, and you just made me think of it when you said the Whiting Grounds. Squid get excited real easy, don't they?
Yes.
So if you're squid fishing, what's the teaser you'd have to use to fire them up? Is it, something like some sort of dredge bar with little hard body lures unrigged? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
In squid spawning season, could you float the biggest what were they? Those chase bait squid?
Yeah. Oh, just
could you hang one of them out the back
decoy
and just let it drift like 3 meters behind the boat?
Wow. Just to fire them up, get them angry.
Just to fire.
And it's very seasonally specific, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's spawning
get to that
season.
that springtime spawn when all the males are a little bit up and about. The big females are looking to party, and you just hang.
Right. We need to get. I think they're called ultimate squid. I think they're called from Chase Bay.
Yes. Yeah.
If I get a few, can we get even just purely just to see it? Some underwater cams following in this spawning season coming up. Let's call it September. Later in the year. Let's get some squid down there with cameras, just to see if they get attacked and beaten up. Don't worry about catching the squid. I just want to see if they get fucked up. They will.
Surely they would. Hey,
be sick.
Surely.
Okay, that's a whole other thing, but that's something. Let's do it. That'd be fun to watch. So anyway, you know where I'm going with this, ads. I just don't think we need to be. I don't know if teasers need to be exclusively for a couple of pelagic species.
What about the other place my mind went? Live bait teasers. Now, this could fall in the category of burley. But
are you saying what? Sending liveys out?
No. Well, remember,
sending a bunch of liveys
some of the old school freshwater guys would hang would say an overhang over the river, and I think some brim guys would do this too back in the day.
Right.
They'd hang. They'd hang a rabbit leg or a piece of meat. They'd just tie an old stake to the tree, and they'd let it get fly blown.
Yeah,
and then the maggots would fall in the water, and then you'd go back a week later and fish where. That's probably more burley though, isn't it?
It's nature's burley, baby. Yeah. I've heard plenty of stories about that, which makes sense. If it's legal, I don't know. Are we playing on touchy ground there? Yeah, it's okay.
It'd be legal, wouldn't it?
It'd be legal, sure. Yeah, but
as
that's
long as
probably
it's just a bit of bought shit from the supermarket.
Yeah. I think that sort of is the burley down the burley side of things.
Trail, yeah.
So what are remind me, because in the States they cast those giant friggin', they almost look like dredge bars. They actually cast them, and one of them's rigged, or a couple of them are rigged or something. I'm assuming it's for bass and all that sort of shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Those umbrella rigs.
Yeah, umbrella rigs. Yeah. Which actually hideous to cast.
They do, but I actually saw, I think at stages last year, I think Steve Morgan caught some impoundment barra.
Did he?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Steve on the call. Let's get Steve on the phone. But anyway, that's kind
looks
of
like too much hard work. That looks like hard to happen.
Yeah, and it also, that's a teaser in a
it
way,
is,
isn't it? And it's actually a casting teaser.
Yeah, it'd take a lot of heavy modding though, because remember, there's a pretty specific rule for Australia in general when it comes to fishing rules and regulations. Now, and that's generally, if it's fun, it's probably illegal. So you'd have to have a look at those umbrella rigs because everything's got hooks in it.
So what about
if you wanted to muck around with that, you have to cut them off.
What about this? What if you and I are fishing, and we go, and it's I don't know, it's dewies, it's mullet. We're chasing mullet in an estuary system. We're sort of 3 or 4 meters of water, and it's a team. You like not in a tournament. I'm just talking. It's a team effort. You start casting around the teaser, unrigged. It's just a teaser, just to sort of get the attention of a few fish around. In the meantime, I'm dropping placky just behind where you're casting that teaser and bringing it slightly off to the angle so it looks like a stray. And we're just doing that, and we're working that collectively as a team.
I think I've got it.
What?
I think I've got it.
Okay, let's go.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Portable hydrowave.
Now, hang on. We've
No,
spoken about
hear me
hydrowave.
out. No, hear me out. And we've spoken about how good it was.
Was it?
Imagine you had a series of like small round speakers. So not off the boat. So you could cruise around before your sesh.
Right.
Identify like 3 or 4 different, say, a line along a channel, or you got a couple of rocks and things.
Yeah.
And just drop the croak and dewy sound. Drop like 4 of them.
Wow.
And cycle between your portable hydrowaves.
So it's almost like those sounders. Remember those sounders that came out that you could cast?
Yeah, the ball.
Yeah, those ones. Is that what sort of where you're going? That style of thing.
But like,
are you saying you leave them out there?
You leave them, so you anchor.
Wow. You're on like a remote control type system.
How do you
get them back?
Turn it on. Oh no, you'd have to have some sort of float arrangement.
Right, okay.
An indicator, like an indicator.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Wow. So it's almost like setting traps. Jeez, that's not bad.
Imagine you set a few and you were flicking away and just saw one swimming past.
One just gets eaten.
You just see the indicator just cruising past against the current.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot of ways to do this, but I want to ask the community. Teasers. Should they just be for pelagics? Should they just be for pelagics? Yeah.
Yeah, community.
I'm not sure
let us know your favourite species and how you'd tease them.
Good.
There's something in this, Luke. This is a real good one brought to the table by you.
Well, is this? Have we just gone down the path of product development for the first for the year?
It's what we do.
Okay. All right. We're doing some alternative teasers. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. Good.
Alternative teasers. I love that.
Looking for your next fishing weapon? Bar Crusher is Australia's #1 fishing boat builder, leading the industry in design, excellence and quality. For the most advanced plate aluminium fishing boats, or to build your dream boat online, visit barcrusher.com.au.
Luke, we have some fun on the deep drop and stuff around a little bit, but something we don't muck around with is safety on and around the water.
Correct. And as we come into the time of year that people start getting their boats ready, we urge everyone to check your inflatable life jackets and that they are in working condition and have been serviced.
The manual and auto inflate options from Response is perfect. Lightweight, compact, comfortable, and even a kid's size option so you can have the whole family covered.
Remember, for every person on board, there must be a life jacket on board. Check your local authority guides for all the legal requirements.
Safety is everything, and Response from Life Jacket Solutions has what you need.
So check out the Response range and where you can buy them at www.jmgillies.com.au.
Luke, I think it's time you and I tackled probably one of the biggest elephants in the room when it comes to recreational fishing.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a conversation that's purposely left alone. It's controversial.
Oh,
It can be quite touchy.
Is it awkward?
Offensive. Little bit.
Okay.
Little bit.
Let's do it.
I want to spend the next little bit coming up with a list of defined rules when it comes to sharing information.
Oh.
So there's a few distinct camps, I feel, of recreational fisho.
Right.
There are the explorers.
Mm-hmm.
There are they're the ones that don't necessarily need or want information. They're happy to go, this looks cool, I'm going to work it out.
Going to give it a crack. Just going to have a bit
I'm
of
going to work it out.
Yep.
Through trial and error, it's definitely the long way to go about it, but it's I plan on fishing here multiple times. It's going to be one of my areas, but I'm going to work it out.
Right.
Then there's the camp of maybe those that say join fishing clubs or fishing forums.
Yep.
And go, okay, I'm going to insert myself into a community of like-minded people, and I'm going to just be a part of that community that share experiences and knowledge to try and create this history backbone of how I should start and
Perfect.
how I should go about it.
Great.
And that's cool. Listen, probably the group of people that's numbers are dwindling the fastest for a multitude of reasons, which we don't have to get into right now.
Yep.
But then there's the third group of anglers who will single out the people that are constantly catching, whether they know them or not, will slide into the DMs, will acquire as much ultra-specific information as they can get to basically become an overnight hero. Not necessarily just to post on stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the ones that are like, you know what? Hard work's for pussies. There's so much information out there that's really easy to get. I'm going to cast the net far and wide. And listen, there's real benefits to doing this. If you're an angler who is capable but is time poor, I see where this is really handy, and is why I would never shit on it.
No. Well, I think all three that you've explained so far, I'm cool with. I think they're all. So you've got the
they're just all different. They're just different personalities of anglers there. But what I would like to do, Luke, is obviously there's the touchy subject here is etiquette. If someone gives you specific information, if you were to call me, Luke, and go, "Oi, I'm thinking of doing a trip down here. I know you've fished there a fair bit. Where do I go? What do I do? How do I catch them?"
Give us a give us a head start.
And it give you a bit of a detailed, like, no. This, if you cruise around this bend, I generally get plenty of fish off there's a big tree lay down off there. Hit that first. Move across to here. Do that. Like we're talking information, golden information.
Yeah.
What are your responsibilities with that information? I want to write the rules, as in, how often are you allowed to fish said areas with that specific of an information? How are you allowed to tell anyone? How many people are you allowed to tell? What sort of information are you allowed to go in? At how long do you need to fish it to claim some of that information as your own? Because no one talks about this shit, Luke.
Yeah.
No one talks about it. It is an insanely touchy subject.
Yeah.
I would love to write the rules on this.
It's a fascinating one, and can I just say I hate that it's such a touchy subject, because it's ultimately there's nothing. Okay, here's where I stand with all of this, right? I don't understand the negativity around asking for help, or asking for a leg up, or asking for, hey, just point us in the right direction. Because ultimately we all want the same thing, to go and have a bit of fun, catch some fish, happy days. There's probably a fourth group there, but they're not even worth talking about. So we've got the explorers, we've got the forum finders, we've got the DM sliders.
Yes,
Perfect.
Yeah, love it.
Perfect.
Love it.
The biggest potential controversy here, or the biggest question I think that needs to be answered is the information you get, can it be passed on? Or the information you get, which you then use and have success with, can you then promote it?
Well, this is where it gets interesting in my brain, because through all the years of doing what we do, Luke, we actually worked in the industry of giving out information.
Yep.
We worked in a tackle shop for a very long time. We were gaining information from people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And if someone came in, well, yeah, okay, we've heard this, go and try here, go and do this.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing for me is it's okay to have that information is one thing.
Yeah.
To be able to convert the information into a real life application that turns into fish are two very different things.
Very different. Yeah. And that's one that I think gets thrown around a bit, but probably not enough. Is you can have all the information you need, you still got to convert.
But then you can slide to the opposite end of the spectrum. I could go fishing tomorrow and find a snag that is just loaded with perch and then not going anywhere anytime soon. And I could say to you, go here and you'll catch them. That information getting out quickly can fuck it for everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
So...
Yeah, there's examples of that.
But here's the rule, because here's the rules. Without people talking about how, where, when, and why, we're probably not promoting fishing enough.
Yeah.
Because the only way to get people hooked on fishing is to get them to catch something.
Yeah.
Do you know what fucked this for everyone?
What?
The internet.
Yeah. But
the circles aren't small anymore.
No, correct. And, because outside of that, you would read reports in newspapers and magazines. We know that they were made up.
100.
And recycled.
Recycled.
I read it. There's still a column. There's still a column in a local paper near where I live, and I read it. I happened to read it the other week, and I don't read a newspaper, but it was in a coffee shop, and I was just flicking through it, and I found it. Yeah. It was the worst fishing report I've ever read in my life, to the point where it said, this area, not much happening there.
Yeah. Do you know what?
I think I took a photo and sent it to you. It was
can't say that. At least they're being honest. We can tell you where it's shit.
Why would you publish that under a column that is fishing reports? Anyway.
Well,
so they've completely given up.
We've both written reports for various magazines over the year. Yeah. How hard was it writing those reports in winter?
I know it was, but you would put in there things that you would.
Believable things.
Well, it was things that if someone asked you, hey, middle of winter, I want to fish on the Ballerine and I wouldn't mind trying to catch a whiting, you go, yeah, cool. Here's where you should probably try.
And that's what I feel as though the good writers would do. Now, luckily for everybody out there, I can confirm there was more good writers than shit ones.
Yeah, 100%.
I just want to throw that out there.
Definitely, especially back in the day. I don't even think there's anything to write anymore. There's no magazines, but 100%, I think you're right. And I will say that most of those reputable mags, 9 times out of 10, the info was pretty. Like it would at least point you in the right direction, whether it was a
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's
right.
So I think that's kind of. I think the information giver.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of this rests on their shoulders. And what I mean by that is you could give a early 2000s magazine fishing report types information download to someone, which sets them on the right course. And it's not technically wrong or, sending them on a wild goose chase, but it's not giving them specifics as to this snag, this time of day, this colour placky, Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, but see, this is also where it gets interesting. What responsibility does the information giver have?
High amount.
So, for example, if I went away tomorrow and smacked the piss out of whatever, and you said I'm going,
Yep.
and I would tell you down to the centimetre of where I caught them. So if that information gets out, who's the problem? Is it me for giving you the information, or is it you for talking too much?
What came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying?
And well, so this is why I think we need rules, because I think we need to encourage. I truly believe this. We need to encourage the more freedom of sharing of good information.
We need to encourage.
I'm not necessarily talking specifics, but I'm talking good information.
Yeah,
I'm
solid
talking
info.
Information that can legitimately lead to someone with not as much knowledge of the area than actually catching fish.
It's interesting too, right? So, and I'll try and use a real life or potential real life situation. So I'm not a Murray cod angler. I haven't done next to none. I've done next to none. Based on just conversations with people that we know and are really good at it, I probably could have a ballpark area where to go. Time of day, what I should be casting around, the specific areas, what I should be looking for. No, I'm a fair way off it. So if I was to hit up someone like Kate or someone really, really well versed in cod fishing, and they gave me some great info, I wouldn't feel like I was in a position where I could promote that, because I still wouldn't really be genuine, because I still, even though I've taken that info, used it, had a good day out, hopefully, it's still very raw, and I still don't probably really know what I've just done in a lot of regards. So for me to then promote it would be a bit weird, because I'm...
Well, no, and I think most people would live by that, because that sounds insanely reasonable, because you're doing something that you're not overly, I won't say confident, but something you don't do often.
It'd be like me playing a round of golf at Royal Melbourne, and then randomly the Herald Sun go, "Hey, can you give us a report on that course?" I'd be like, "Nah,
definitely
not. That's not my lane."
All right. Well, what about this scenario? We're in early October. You shoot out, have a sound around, find a really sweet patch of snapper.
Yeah.
Where the season's young enough that snapper are getting caught, but they're not getting caught well. Most anglers are still donutting than they are putting fish in the boat.
Yeah.
So there's enough going on to keep it interesting, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And you just find this patch where there's fish stacked.
Yeah.
And you've been 2 sessions in a row, 3 sessions in a row, got a bag every time, had no dramas. You worked out they're only being caught on the run out tide.
Yep.
This is where it is. What are you doing with that information to another capable snapper fisherman? I'm not talking one of your mates that's fished for snapper twice in their life, has just got their brand new boat, and you really want to get them onto fish because you want to get them. I'm not talking about that guy.
No,
I'm talking about the guy that fishes for snapper but hasn't found them yet.
See, for me, and this is the other thing we should touch on, and we will in a minute, but it is so... It's so down to the person who's got the info, because everyone's different. Me, I would be flicking some of that info around, going, "Boys, I found them. Like, go get amongst it. Like, why not?" Because it's also, for me, it's, I don't know, it's snapper where, and I'm probably not fishing that much more than a couple of good sessions on it, and then
but say you're a snapper's your thing.
Yeah, but this is hard. That's hard to answer. Do you know what I mean? Might be different. I might be real fucking protective and go, nah. So this is where I mean I think it lies with the information holder.
Okay, so I agree. So let's tackle it. So let's tackle it from that from that angle. We'll tackle it from you've just been given some gold information.
Yes, okay. Flip it around. I've just got the
any
info.
species.
Yes.
Yep, on any species, on anything. You've just been given the info that changes the game for you.
Yep. And then
whether that's for one session or whether that's for all of time.
Yep. And then I go and put that info to practice.
And you smack it. The info is rock solid and the info is 100% correct. And everything that you were told, it made it easy. You got to the spot, you put the cast in, you caught the fish, and you did it consistently. Now, whether that's a snapper mark, whether that's a stretch of river that's loaded with brim, whether it's 3 snags that are loaded with EPs, doesn't matter. Species, situation is irrelevant. You've just been given the golden ticket
to a particular fishery.
Fish.
Oh, well,
what are your responsibilities with that information? This is what I want to nut out.
Yeah, this is the thing. I was just thinking back about your overarching theme here. We want to write the rule book. I don't know if we've got enough time. It's such a detail. It's a Bible.
Okay,
sorry. Go back to the question.
So this could be an ongoing little mini
potentially
series throughout the year.
The rule book of dealing with info. But that particular question.
Let's tackle it from the person who's received rock solid info.
Firstly, I'm flicking over to kgwankers.com, subscribing.
Yep.
Getting some sweet backgrounds, probably blurred, maybe some lightning bolts.
Oh, so are you a blurred type of guy or a lightning bolt guy?
Sharpie, just blackout.
Nice. Scribble Sharpie. Like it.
Nah, but I'd be flicking a couple of texties around too. Firstly, I would get in touch with the information giver, and I'd say, dude, fuck, unbelievable. Check this out. Bang, bang, bang. Then
how often are you allowed to fish it?
It's unspoken, but just out of, I suppose, respect, you wouldn't go there multiple days in a row, would you? I don't think you can fish it multiple days.
No,
I don't think you can.
So either.
But then what if?
Are you
it's a weather wind? What if it's kingfish and
that's
some Spanish mackerel, and you've only got a couple of days of weather?
Correct.
What
if it's based on cycle, time of year?
I think you've got to just make the most of it. But then that's when you just go.
But what's the tipping point when you look like a wanker?
What do you mean?
If you fish it more than the information giver fishes it, is that illegal?
Nah, there's not. Nah, there can't be ground rule. There can't be rules written on frequency of fishing.
But if I gave you the information and found out you've just fished it 8 times in a week and a half, you're taking the piss.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you need to give the information giver heads up when you're thinking of going?
Oh, that's interesting. Just a texty, just to say, hey, bro.
Hey, I'm cruising down
To our spot.
Not really to ask for permission. Yeah. Not really to ask for permission, but more just to, hey,
heads up.
I'm checking it out.
Yeah.
I'm checking
because
it out.
Then I guess, subconsciously it gives the information giver an opportunity to go, I'm on my way there as well. And then do you then feel the need to go, oh, okay, I'll stand back. It's all yours today, bro. This is the thing. It's
so hard. It's so hard.
The rule book can't be written in one episode.
It's so hard. Maybe we need to acquire.
I don't mind for rule
We're going to have
number.
some guests.
Yeah,
so we're going to have some guests. Multiple. Well, let's get a little bit of info off all the guests on this topic and try and find out what's acceptable.
Well, I don't mind the rule straight off the bat on if you are the information receiver, just to flick a message after session 1 saying, thanks for that, had a great sesh out, or thanks for that, it wasn't my day, but I keen to check it out again, looks great,
good,
looked fishy, the water was... And then the obligation to just flick a text out when you're heading down to Spot X. I think that's okay. I think that's not a bad rule to implement straight off the bat.
So just a common courtesy rule.
Courtesy texts. Yep.
Okay, so we've nailed a courtesy text. Just as a appreciate it, I'm going to check it out.
Yep. And
how many people are you allowed to tell said information to?
As the receiver, how many can you then
receiver.
pass it on to?
If you get that information and you use the information and go down there and smack it, because everybody's got their people, everybody's got their fishing circle. Now, members could be from multiple circles that don't know each other. You could trust them both just as much as each other.
Yeah.
So what's classed the dog act if you tell anyone?
Well,
Or are you being a dog to your other fishing inner
not telling
circle
them.
by not saying it?
is there maybe rule 2 could be if you are the information receiver and feel the need to share information on, it can only be shared by you taking them there, not just giving them flat out details. It's like you take them with you. So it's like you're getting an invite as a +1. You know what I mean?
It's hard because I'd like to say yes, but if you were the information giver and you found out your mate was taking a party down
A
there,
+1, yeah.
you'd be like,
Hold up.
kind of not what I meant, bro.
Yeah. I do think, and I think this needs to be a general thing too, because I think this changes by species and location as well. So we're not going to get
100%
into that
does.
detail, but
No.
just
We're just talking in
overarching.
general. What?
Yeah.
What are your responsibilities as the information receiver? And
What
we're
is-
only talking good, specific information.
What do you think, Brooksy?
I think most penis.
Yeah,
It's a good point.
potentially, but yeah, it's a tough one about, and this is where it gets tricky. What you do with that info, because you would like to. A perfect scenario is you just keep that info to yourself. You and the information giver, happy days. Do you need to request permission to bring a +1 from the information giver? Hey, bro, do you mind if I bring Adam down? He's keen to catch a trout in this river, but never done it before.
Oh, tough.
He's a bit shit.
Well, if he's a bit shit, then I'm probably like, yeah, bro, take him. Who's he going to tell?
Yeah, if he's got a.
And even if he was to try and
Does it-
recycle the information, he's probably going to fuck it up anyway.
Does it need to be an application where the original
Needs
the
to sign a
OG
waiver.
the OG the OG gets information about who this person is you're bringing. He's then got an opportunity to look him up on social media and go, oh fuck, he's got a big following. I don't want him in my spot.
Oh.
He does a bit of a background check on him.
But this. So this is weird. So how does anybody get any information?
No, and this is
Because
I'm
these
being
are all
No,
great points. No, but they're all great points. Like I know for me personally, I've probably got. Oh, it's hard to say. Realistically, I've probably only got a couple of people that I would give them everything I've got. Now, granted, I don't spend stupid amounts of time on the water, so I'm not really figuring too much out on my own anyway. But if I say I did a trip, say I stopped past Bem on the way home on a Friday arvo, I've been in Gippsland all week for work. I'm like, I'll stay on the weekend, fish Bem.
Yep.
I'm not going back anytime soon. I cruise past a snag, find the mother lode, smack them, cruise up to the next snag, find them again. I'm like, this is too good. This is too good.
Yeah.
I'm coming back next week. I'm telling my people.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you know what I mean? Like I'm telling
100%.
those 2 or 3 people, go,
But
dude. If
equally-
you're thinking about going, go now. Go here.
But equally, if you're sort of cruising past, knowing it, like you have a flick, you find the fish, like you've just said, but you know that you're not scheduled to go back on that road trip for another month or 2 or 3, then it shouldn't really bother you.
No.
I'm not suggesting you
No,
make
100%. Well,
Yeah.
this is now we're delving into the information giver territory, which might need to be a conversation for
another
time.
Yeah.
But I feel as though if you found them by accident and it's a travel to get there, tell the world, mate.
Yeah.
No, maybe that's a bit extreme, but you don't.
But
You know what I mean?
You'd share it to a broader circle than your inner sanctum, is what we're sort of saying.
Yeah.
This is huge. This is a. I think the Fishing Info Rulebook This is part one of potentially, I don't know.
It could be
20.
a new Encyclopedia Britannica. Remember them?
I could be. Do we call up?
Because it's going to need
Britannica
multiple issues.
Yeah. No, this is big. So this is this is issue 1 of the.
And I don't know if we came with any rules yet. No, this is the prologue. I think you and I need to. I think you and I really probably need to do some proper planning around what the rules are in private, because it's such a complex issue.
And
this
then
is the prologue,
and then we
want to
host-
open. So, community, please.
Yeah.
Community, please reach out and let us know as the information receiver only. If you are the receiver of information, I want a couple of guidelines at which we can start to piece together the rules around sharing information in the fishing scene.
And, at some point in late 2026, we will be publishing the Fishing Info Rulebook. So let's get it together.
We'll be at all good bookstores.
I think we hold some sort of open forum at Melbourne Town Hall or something like that. Where
This is a book launch?
Yeah, well, I just mean everyone. No, but this is way pre. This is while we're still getting
so this
out.
is the planning. This is the planning stage.
This is when we get everyone together, and it's one of those situations where it's here, in the room. Show up,
yes,
all opposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
Yeah, you're out of the group, mate. No book for you.
No opposed. No. Yeah, and then we lock it all down, release the
publish said
17-part series book.
Yeah.
We might go straight to audiobook. Actually, I'm not even sure we'll do a print.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You've got updates as information gets brought to hand. It's a complex issue.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Who will
gonna be
read the audio?
unexpected scenarios.
Who will do the voice of the audiobook? I'm thinking like Samuel L. Jackson, straight off the bat.
Yeah.
A real good voice.
Yeah. Samuel would be good. Just
Yeah.
calling everyone motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker. Don't trust no motherfucker. We could go like
Morgan Freeman.
Louis Theroux. That
Ooh.
really sort of educated British type. We could get like a musical
David
version.
Attenborough.
Vanessa Amorosi smashes out the song
Hey,
version.
it's presented in song.
Fuck yeah. That Mark Holden would give that a touchdown. Yeah. So anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. That'll happen down the track. But that's good.
It'll happen when it'll happen.
This has been a good start, Adam, to the Fishing Info Rulebook. Thank you for tabling it. I think we've started well. And this is going to go on. So community, get involved in this. Send through your rules that you think should be in the book, and we'll assess next week. Ads right now, though. It is time, my friend, for this.
The deep drop.
Top 6. That's a big statement right there.
I think most penis.
Oh, that was a...
That's an even bigger statement.
was a
Or
slip
smaller statement, depending on how you're set up.
You set up. Oh, how you set up. The deep drop top 6. It's a segment that we look forward to every week, Adam. It's an opportunity where we can switch off the fishing brain for a moment and talk about something completely irrelevant to everything that we talk about every day. However, this is probably something that we talk about more often than we think. Tonight, Adam, we are breaking down, we are listing, we are ranking the top 6 hamburger fillers.
So, to be clear, because I did miss the brief when this was tabled earlier today, Luke, I automatically went down the path of what's my preferred burger.
Right.
Is it a cheeseburger, a chicken burger? No.
What did you land on there, by the way, out of interest? Off.
Easy number one's just a basic cheeseburger.
Just cheesy. Yeah, okay.
Well, because I think that's how you can tell if it's a really quality burger when there's not as much shit to take away from what you're actually eating a hamburger for.
Fair enough.
But that's
Well,
not where we're at. We're actually talking about if you were building your perfect burger, what are the things that would accompany the patty?
Yeah. These are the things that are wedged in between the bun and the patty in no particular order, but we are ranking our top 6. But there's a million ways to build a burger, Ads. Some wrong, very wrong, and some not so wrong, but not quite right. We've landed on what we think our 6 is, but there's some honourable mentions and some controversial mentions, if we want to put it that way.
Now we're excluding condiments. This is strictly ingredient only.
So we're excluding condiments. We're also excluding the bun. But I don't know about you, Ads, but I'm a brioche guy.
The same.
Yeah, I don't want my burger
easy
in just a white bread bun.
Yeah.
Situation, and certainly nothing hard. I don't want to be crunching into it. I want
Are you
the
a
soft
toasted
sweetness
bun
of
guy
it.
or fresh?
I will, when I make burgers at home, I will always just lightly toast the buns on the hot plate that I'm cooking on.
Correct answer.
Thank you. Just not smash
burnt,
those bad boys.
Just a tad of colour.
Just touch them. Yeah.
Tad of colour. Yep.
Yeah, I like that. But I'll tell you what, there is a few here that didn't make the list of the top 6, and I want to go through those with you now. We spoke about coleslaw, but I think we both agreed that it's pretty limited as to what that features on.
Yep.
It's more your chicken burger type scenario.
And it's more of a... Listen, I can't really be bothered making a real good burger.
Thank you. It's slap it on and we're done.
I'm just going to get a roast chook and some coleslaw, and listen, really good for the boat. If you've got
good call.
If you've got a day out on the boat, you need a little bit of something substantial. Listen, throw in some torn up chicken into a bread roll with some coleslaw. I'm all for it, but it's not what we're building today.
It's not what we're building today. Jalapenos, not for me, but it's a thing that people chuck around, from time to time.
Don't mind them if they're there. I'm not going out of my way to put them on, though.
You threw this one at me earlier, not literally, figuratively. Egg.
Oof.
And I'm not necessarily requesting egg on my burger.
No, I need to be in a specific mood for an egg, and I'm rarely in that mood.
What sort of mood is that?
I don't know, because I'm rarely in it. Every now and then, if I'm making burgers, which I do regularly at home, it's about the one thing both of my kids agree to eating.
Yeah, right. So do you rate yourself as a burger maker?
No, when I mean make burgers, I mean buy pre-made patties and put them on the barbecue and buy some brioche buns.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should have a
Listen,
deep burger off.
There's a clear order in which these 6 ingredients that we're about to list need to be assembled on a burger.
The assembly is a different conversation.
It's a conversation for another day. We're not going down that road. But
what about onions, Ads? Because it's not on the list.
It's not. I feel as though it's probably... Oh, would you say that's more controversially left off than an egg? I feel as though a lot of people get around an egg on a burger. I like it. I don't mind it. I just never do it.
I'm the opposite. I would have thought onion would be more frequently on a burger than an egg. And I might be wrong.
Ooh.
Yeah. One that is, I think, controversial. And it's the same with the pizza conversation. This could be a where you lose friends. Pineapple. A ring of pineapple.
Kind of falls in the... I don't hate it.
Yeah. I'm okay
but it's
with it.
It's one of those ones where if I see that there's pineapple on a burger on a board, I'm probably not going to order it.
Yeah.
But if someone handed me a burger with pineapple in it, I'm like, oh, that's pleasant.
You're going to eat it.
Mm.
Yeah. It's one I just thought of that for some reason, I don't know. I don't want to use the word offends, but I'm just not. I don't want it on my burger. Shredded carrot.
I'm not a carrot on a burger guy.
No.
Because you're delving into sandwich territory now, and that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for a burger.
Give me a.
This is
fucking
not
burger.
this is not a Subway
Yeah.
sandwich.
All right. Well, do we want to get into our top 6?
I think I'm fairly happy.
Okay.
I think there's one on there. No, let's do it. Let's read them out, and then we'll break it down.
If you've got an issue, now's the time. Or forever hold your peace. But I think
No, I don't. I don't have an issue. It's definitely not an issue. Read them out, and then we'll talk.
Okay. So let's assembly. We can get into that later, but it's not a big part. It's not a factor of this top 6, by the way. This is a 6 of just things we want in our burger.
Yeah.
And community, get around this. If you
I feel this is needed.
if you aggressively disagree, let us know. And if you want to swear at us, do it.
Fine. It's fine.
Give us your burger ingredient.
Safe space. Safe
fillers.
space.
Yeah. Okay. Top 6 hamburger fillers. Number 6, beetroot.
Oof.
That's yeah. Number 5, tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have a burger without tomato.
I don't think you can. I don't think you
Unless
can.
it's
You
just
could-
a plain cheeseburger.
You could argue that tomato should be number 1 because I don't think you. Yeah. Okay. No, you've got a point there. You've got a point.
Yeah. But no, rightfully so, should be in a top 600.
Absolutely. Equally, as this one should, number 4, lettuce.
Yep.
Are you a shredded lettuce, shredded iceberg lettuce kind of guy on a burger?
Shredded ice. Don't give me that fancy pants rocket shit that tastes weird.
Yeah.
I just want.
Iceberg.
I want no nutritional value. It's there solely for a little bit of crunch and texture.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with taste. It's got nothing to do with health. Nothing. It just gives me something I want in a burger.
And often is a bit colder than the rest of the layers, so
Yeah.
it gives you a bit of a
Freshness.
sensory sort. Yeah. Okay,
like
good. Number 3, pickles.
This could have easily been number 1 for me.
Adam,
I love pickles on a burger.
load up my burger with pickles, my friend.
Yep.
Just
And we're not
give me
talking-
all of them.
And we're not talking like a token, 1 or 2 slices of pickles that Macca's. I'm sure like something like Macca's are just. They're dangling the pickle in front to pick it out and sling it on the window. They're not to be eaten.
Where the paper with the wrapper, we go.
Yes, yeah, like fully catapult those bastards.
No, give me a sheet of pickles.
I want to taste pickle on every bite.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit average.
Oh, it's so true. Just put pickles in my mouth and shut up. It's just how I feel. You were in an egg mood earlier. I'm just always in a pickle mood.
Just love it.
Love
Love it.
Number 2, cheese.
Cheese.
I mean,
Yeah.
the only controversial thing with that is it could have been number 1. But Adam, where we've landed on number 1 is the thing that you're putting your burger together and you go, yeah, go on, chuck some of that in. And
It's not. But they know this is why it's number 1. All burger establishments out there know that this is a guaranteed, and that's why they leave
for a
them
sale.
off.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
know you're going to add it on.
And they'll
An
charge
extra
through
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 1, bacon.
Bacon. And listen, you got this over the line for me because when we were working out what we were doing, we were kind of trying to work out between bacon, cheese, and pickles what that order would be. I think you unintentionally got it over the line because you started to say, "Oh, well, you wouldn't have bacon on a." Oh no, yeah, you would. There is no burger that you wouldn't have bacon on.
Even a veggie burger.
Bacon. Yes.
Just veggie burger with extra
With
double
bacon.
bacon. Excuse me, sir. That's not vegetarian now. Exactly. It's wrong. It's a bit like you feel a bit wrong sometimes by getting a hamburger, which in itself is a big chunk of food, and then going slip a bit of bacon on
more
there for
meat.
me, champion. Yeah,
Add more meat.
add more things that could kill me, please. So there you go. So
There's only one controversial one in there.
okay, hit me with it.
How did beetroot make the top 6? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind a slice of beetroot in a burger. And real quick story, I got surprised with a piece of beetroot in a
Yeah.
burger just this last week. I've been away with the family for the last 5 days or something, 4 days. And I ordered a burger and didn't know there was beetroot in it. Took a bite and I'm like, what's that?
Yeah. Hello.
I was a little bit pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it. Though they slapped it directly on the bottom bun. That's a mistake.
We got to talk about that because that is the equivalent. Like, I would have taken it back. I'm
I
not
don't red
even
soggy
kidding.
bottom bun. I'm just throwing it out there quickly.
And that's not what you want
No.
in life, just in general. But in all honesty, that bun is gone in the first few minutes. It's just turned to mush.
You haven't even got halfway, and all of a sudden the bottom bun's just disintegrated in a pool of purple mess.
Yeah, and that's not what you want. The beetroot's got to be wedged strategically mid-burger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Probably, it could probably sit... Obviously, the cheese sits on the patty. It could probably sit on top of the cheese. So it's got a nice solid base, and then on top of that, you could probably rock, lettuce and tomato to give it more of a solid lid, so to speak.
Yeah.
Bacon, I feel goes on the top. Like, does bacon go on the top? Right at the top?
Well, see, this is an interesting one because there's something about bacon sitting on the top of lettuce that grinds my gears a little bit.
Does it? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a double crunch.
I feel as though the meat needs to be stacked, but it's also highly illegal to have cheese that isn't sitting on the patty because you need a bit of meltage.
No, it's got to be on. It's got to be on the patty on the fry pan.
Yes, yeah. So it's pre-melted.
So it's pre-melted.
Yeah.
So you're not separating that.
I think it needs to be meat, cheese, bacon, and I think I'll argue anyone that wants to move it. The problem is shit doesn't stack well on bacon.
No.
So your piece of tomato is going to fly. The first bite, you're going to get an absolute tiniest smidge of tomato, and that's just going to slingshot straight out the back of the burger.
I will say though, if there was any of the fillings to fall out first, and you're not really worried about it, it's tomato. If bacon falls out, you're putting it back in.
You're restacking.
If a slice of tomato drops out, you go, oh well.
It's so true. You're offended if your burger doesn't come with
it's going. Or are you just eating it?
Yes, it's not going back in. It's going straight into my mouth.
Yeah. I think if nothing else tonight, we've established that we love a pickle on the deep drop.
Yeah,
I could eat it. I could just have a jar of pickles here in the studio and just eat them.
Just munching on a gherkin mid-pod?
Why not? Why not? It's our motto. Yeah.
I wouldn't be offended.
If you heard me crunching into some pickles next week, is that through the headphones?
I might not be able to contain my excitement.
Yeah, there's a little bit of ASMR in there. I don't know. I could genuinely just hop into a jar of pickles, no problem. Can we get a pickle sponsor on board?
Hey, why not?
Who's the best pickle in Australia? Community, hit us up.
Hey, I'm happy to try and work it out. Submit your pickles.
Show us your pickles. I think we need to stop. I think I think it's getting to that point of the show where we're just losing it completely. So on that note,
so are we happy with beetroot at 6 over onion and egg? I feel as though they're the two that have probably been disrespected the most.
Yeah, maybe, but there's 6 spots, mate. We can't,
It's true. It's not a top.
You might be the 6th best player in a basketball team, but guess what? You're starting on the pine, champion. Wait your turn.
That's fair. Yeah, actually, that's a good way of putting it. I'm happy.
So I reckon it's bacon, cheese, pickles, lettuce, tomato, beetroot. Yep. And that is our top 6. Community, get involved because everyone's got a different thought on this one and we want to hear them all.
Yep, all of them.
Love it. All right, Adam, we are leaving it there and we'll get back into things very soon. See you later, pal.
Peace.